a deaf posse. You got a bunch of dudes. Um, hey, it's Stephen Platinum, your friend in wrestling with Platinum against AEW Dark. This is from November 30th, 2021. Um, 15 matches, folks. And I don't know, I'm debating. Maybe I need to do a poll. What was the better show, AEW Dark Elevation or AEW Dark? Because Elevation was good. It was the best it's been in a long time. And they've been slowly crawling back into this fight. But this Dark was really good. Now, the negative was that it was 15 matches long. I mean, absolutely insane, right? Uh, you know, super, super crazy. Um, but man, some of the matches were excellent. Let's jump into this. Our first match is with Wardlow and Sean Spears um, against Bear Country, which is something that they actually set up on a previous show, which was nice. Of course, Wardlow connects with that casualty of war on one of the very large Bear Country guys, and they pick up the victory. This is a not, you know what? I guess I got to call it a competitive match because they certainly got their spots in, and Bear Country is sort of treated as like a lower mid card act. So yeah, I'll call it competitive. Both sides looked good here, really good. Sean Spears did a particularly good job, I thought, making Bear Country look formidable. Um, the right team went over with the right move. And is something advanced for the future? Yeah, I think we might see some solo matches between these guys. And we're establishing Wardlow and Sean Spears are an amazing team, possibly to take on Lucha Brothers, which is crazy, but why not, right? Second match, KiLynn King, personal favorite, just to put that out there, full disclosure, against Renee Michelle, who's been doing a really good job as of late. I think this is Renee Michelle's 8th appearance. KiLynn King's been there for a minute and does a really great job here. That Kingdom Falls finisher is one of my favorites in the women's division. 3 check marks. Why? This is a non-competitive match, but KiLynn King went over and definitively and looked good in the process, so that's 2 check marks. And I thought she did a really good job in defeat. She, meaning Renee Michelle, did a really good job in defeat here, so that's a 3rd check mark. Third match, Santana and Ortiz against Brandon Gore and Gus De La Vega. Gus De La Vega making his debut and does a pretty good job here. They kept it simple for Vega. It was all like you know, kind of simple stuff. But Santana made sure that Vega looked good. I think the spot that surprised me was Santana going for a body slam, but Vega flipping back onto his feet. Really, really cool. Um, Santana Ortiz win, of course, but 3 check marks and a really nice surprise in Gus de la Vega. Sky Blue against La Rosa Negra. La Rosa I've seen before, and it's really great to see again. Sky Blue, they're giving some wins under her belt, and this was not an exception. A twisting flatliner to pick up the victory. 3 check marks. Easy peasy in a non-competitive. Fifth match, Alan Angels with a -1 against Mike Reed. Angels gets that wing snapper, gets the win in a fairly good match. So 3 check marks. Great to see Jordyn back. This will be the 18th match for Jordyn against Ryo Mizunami. Jordyn's there for all the Ryo Mizunami stuff and really, really good. So, in fact, Jordyn so far is our enhancement talent of the week, unless somebody can beat her. Let's see. 3 check marks. 7th match, The Butcher with the Hardy family office against Michael Martinez. Michael Martinez, I think we've seen one other time before. Butcher wins with a side slam. Remarkably simple match. 3 check marks. Julia Hart against Nikita Knight. Nikita Knight, I want to say, has appeared one other time. Julia Hart could use this win and gets it with the splitting bulldog. I think that's what she's going to settle in for her finisher, which is a good choice to me. And gets the win. 3 check marks. 9th match. This one's interesting. Infinito, who is, I believe you know who in a mask. I don't know, Steve. It's Bryan Danielson, I think. Infinito against Ray Jays. And Infinito does the infinite airplane spin and then a small package to get the win. This is so freaking weird. I gotta say, I think Dark is the better show just because they threw in this crazy shit. 3 check marks. What the hell? Where are they going with this? Bryan Danielson just is having a ball, folks. It's clear. Layla Hirsch, good to see her in a singles match against Sahara 7, who I've liked in her other 2 appearances, and I like her here as well. Pretty close to Dani Jordyn levels of expertise here in defeat. Hirsch wins with the cross-arm breaker, 3 check marks. 11th match. The Varsity Blondes with the conquering Julia Hart at ringside against Aaron Solo and Nick Komoroto of the Factory. We're going to call this a competitive match, even though the Factory, I mean, they're the Detroit Lions right now, right? They ain't winning shit. But we're going to just treat it as it is a competitive match. And it is a good back and forth match for a minute. So did both sides look good? Yes. Did Pillman Jr. and did the Varsity Blondes win in definitive fashion? Yes, with that strange rolling elbow sunset flip combination. Eh, is what it is. Give it a second check mark. Or maybe we won't. I really hate that finisher. No, we are not going to give them that second check mark. Third check mark is something advanced for the future. Quite possibly. I think we might see the Varsity Blondes against a different incarnation of the Factory. So we'll give it 3 check marks. Tony Nese, who's been racking up wins here against DeMarcio James, who's making his debut. And Tony Nese does a good job of carrying James through a match a little bit here. And then he gets that running Nese for the win. 3 check marks, and we're moving on. 13th match, Matt Hardy and Jora Joel against Baron Black and Prince Agbala, who's making his debut. Baron Black, of course, has been there for a long time and had more matches than even some regulars. In fact, he's had the same amount of matches as Matt Hardy, to give you some perspective there. Joel gets a lot of ring time here as Matt Hardy's partner, which surprises me. Joel looks very capable. I thought the story was going to be that Joel was kind of incompetent and Matt Hardy was going to have to carry them, or even that Joel would get pinned by surprise, but it didn't happen. No, Joel just proved himself to be very capable. Matt Hardy hits the twist of fate to pick up the victory. I noticed lately Matt Hardy has been moving away from the leech as a finisher. I think he realizes like pinning dudes instead of making them tap out, that no one's going to believe that anyone's going to tap out to the leech. And that when he wrestles people who are more competitive and higher on the card. So he's establishing that twist of fate as a finisher again. I think it's smart. We'll give it 3 check marks. And 14th match, Ethan Page against Fuego del Sol. We'll call this competitive. And it most certainly is. Boy, Ethan Page gave Fuego a lot in this match. It was probably the best pure wrestling match on the card, which surprised me a lot. Really, really good. At the end, Page does hit that ego's edge. So do both sides look good? Yes. Did Ethan Page win definitively? Yes. And is something established for the future? Yeah, I think we might be seeing the Men of the Year, Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, against Fuego and his partner. So yeah, 3 check marks. And then finally, our 15th match, which was a freaking barn burner. Adam Cole against Anthony Greene. I love Anthony Greene, of course. They've even given Anthony Greene a win on one of the Darks to sort of establish him more. And they've set up this match online a lot. In the end, Cole plants Greene with the last shot, but I think Greene has got himself a semi-steady gig in AEW. And let me tell you, that delights me to no end. I freaking love that guy. I'm definitely going to give him and Dani Jordyn the shout outs. Really, really happy for him. But 3 check marks for sure. Yeah, good episode of Dark, bro. What can I say?